Take your seat. Your good name?
Sir, Hamid Ehsan.
Hamid Ehsan, you are coming from Sialkot?
Yes, sir. I'm from Sialkot.
Good. So, mashallah, you have done the written part of your examination.
Yes, sir. For the PMS.
When this result came?
Sir, the result?
When it came? When it was announced?
Sir, it was announced on 30th of December. The last.
How many people have qualified?
619.
619.
Yes.
How many seats are there?
Sir, 59 excluding the minority quota.
59. 50 होंगे तब.
Yes, sir. They are right.
What is the competition? कितने 10 में से एक आएगा?
Sir, around 11 में से एक.
वो 11 में से एक. अच्छा. Best of luck, yaar.
Thank you very much.
So ready for the interview?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
We are 4 people.
Yes, sir.
Jointly interview करेंगे.
Yes, sir. I'm expecting that.
चले, you introduce yourself to all of us.
Sir, as you know, my name is Hamid Ehsan and I belong to an agrarian family of Sialkot, from where I got my early education. So currently I am working on my PhD proposal with my potential supervisor from the Punjab University. And the area I am working on is Indian military modernization and its security implication on South Asia. As it is the extension of my MPhil dissertation, which was on the India as a factor in Sino-Pakistan relations and its security implication for South Asia. Sir, along with that, I am also writing articles in different national and international portals. Sir, for instance, my articles have been published in Straf Asia. It is an international portal, a UK-based international portal. And along with that, sir, there are in Policy East, I have also got my article published. And in Delhi the Patriot, these are some or the portals where my articles are being published. Sir, as far as my educational career is concerned, sir, I did intermediate from Government College Lahore. And sir, apart from all the certificates that I got during my early education, sir, the baggage that I got throughout my education was cultural diversity. Sir, the Government College University is known for that diversity. And from the Foreman Christian College, I did honors in political science. And I remained the student of the enlightened mind like Dr. Arfa Saida Zahra and Dr. Sikandar Hayat, whom I admire a lot because they actually helped me to develop such habits as the reading habit. Sir, along with that, Foreman Christian College also gave me some leadership skills because I was the elected president of the Former Political Science Society there. So, sir, as a president, I also, along with my team, we initiated some international symposium where we invited different international lecturers. For instance, Ms. Aisha Jalal also came on our invitation, and along with that, other respected members were invited. Sir, after this very initiative that we took there for the international symposium, what we learned the value of the teamwork and the value of taking the initiative, which is still going on which was initiated by us and still is being embraced by the university. Sir, after that, sir, I went to Qasim University for my MPhil in international relations. Again, sir, I was very fortunate to be mentored by the enlightened minds like Dr. Zafar Nawaz Jaspal and Dr. Nazir Hussain, with whom I did my dissertation. And during my stay in the Qasim University, sir, I developed somehow the analytical abilities which are helping me out to writing my dissertation, the proposal for the PhD and the articles nowadays.
माशाल्लाह, अब तो तुम्हारे तो preliminary तो खत्म हो गया.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, quickly उनका जवाब दो, then I will pass you on to.
Right, sir.
ठीक है, okay. Now you tell me how you will decide. What is your understanding of Pakistani society? Because you have been with very good teachers.
Yes, sir.
How you will define it? How you will explain it?
Sir, I believe that Pakistani society is a very heterogeneous society. It's culturally diverse. If we see in the perspective of education, we will come to realize that those segment of the society which is educated, it is somehow very embracing and very welcoming towards the diverse views, what I have learned throughout my educational career. And those who are not well acquainted with the education, or those who are not well educated, they are still not welcoming to the diverse ideas, for which we are actually witnessing some remnants of extremism and intolerance in our society. So on that very basis, I judge our society is really very diverse. We have different cultures like Sindhi, Balochi, Punjabi, and in Punjab we have Saraiki culture, and in Punjab we have the Potawari culture, the Centralist Punjabis. So it's cumulatively we can call it a very diverse society as a society. And so secondly, what I believe of the society, of the Punjabi society, if we see the cultural aspects of the society, so the culture of the the Pakistani society is really very welcoming and adaptive. For instance, we have the Punjabi society has adopted the concept of Basant. So Basant is a cultural festival which is banned now due to some human cost. So what we have adopted it from Indian culture of Basant. The Basant is the representation of spring. So in all the cumulative sense, we can say that it's a culturally diverse society, is a traditionally diverse society.
Now you tell me, the culture is part of the society or society is part of the culture?
Sir, it's like the same debate, which come first, egg or the hen. So, sir, it can be taken the both ways. But I believe that the society is the overarching structure of which a culture is the part. Sometimes culture takes the lead and sometimes society takes the lead. But eventually we will come to the conclusion that culture is the part of the society.
You said that you have learned leadership skills.
Yes.
Can you define leadership for me? What is leadership?
Sir, leadership is a diverse phenomenon. Sir, I would like to take the lead from Max Weber, who has done a lot of work on leadership as well. So he says the leadership is a two-way process. It's a process between the leader and the led. And the purpose of the leadership is to pull out the society from the distressful situation or the situation in which there are some lackings. So the leader is the person who bridges those kinds of lacunas in the society, or those lackings in the people who feel that we should have some kind of guidance to.
How do you see the future of democracy in Pakistan?
Sir, in one line, I see that the future of Pakistan and the democracy in Pakistan is really very promising. We are witnessing the transitional governments and it is very welcoming. Sir, there are some people and some even scholars who believe that we should, the democracy couldn't serve well. But the issue lies in the fact that how much time have we given to this very concept? Sir, we have example of Turkey. Why the democracy has got stabilized in Turkey? Because Turkey has witnessed the third transition in its democracy. Now we see the army is getting behind the barracks now. Army has realized its constitutional role to a greater extent, and we are in the same manner. We are in the transitional phase, and this would be the third transition in 2023. Which will help us to realize eventually that would be actually the consolidation phase of the society, democracy in the country.
My last question, with reference to Afghanistan, the term is being used, big game in Afghanistan. And who are the players? Can you explain it?
Sir, big game, the term which is used is for the big powers that are involved there. So, sir, if we see there are some internal stakeholders and there are some external stakeholders. In the external stakeholders, we see the regional stakeholders and the extra-regional stakeholders. For instance, the extra-regional stakeholder, there is USA, there is Russia, and now there is Turkey. Turkey is being involved in the process now on the call of USA. And sir, the regional players involved Pakistan, the neighboring country, Iran, China, the Central Asian countries. India is the part of that very process. And in the internal stakeholder, we see that, sir, there are Talibans, there are some other non-state actors like ISIS.
What is there? Why these all players are there in Afghanistan playing this big game? What is their interest?
Yes.
What is the incentive?
Yes, sir. Every country has its own incentive in Afghanistan. So, for instance, I would start from United States of America. Sir, in the United States the Pentagon got its report published in 2018, which clearly states that our interest in Afghanistan is not to defeat Taliban, but our interest in Afghanistan is to have the interstate strategic